So long story short, obviously, those are all the different services you can do. We kind of talked about why good looking images are important for your brand. And so just thinking about all the different things that you can do for your particular business or have to do every day, just think about all these different things. You probably have to create these images all the time or have somebody else create them for you. So if you're doing any type of social media or stories on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you need images in order to put on there to make it look good. If you're doing any other type of covers or headers for those social medias, if you're sending out email newsletters and you want an image at the top of your newsletter, if you're doing blogs or you're putting stuff inside of your brilliant directories and you want an actual blog header with an image that looks good, you're going to be needing to use images. If you're doing any online advertising, or if you have any clients that want to do any online advertising on your directory so you can charge them money and they don't know how to do that, you're going to have to create ads either yourself or for them in certain sizes, whether it be skyscraper, rectangular, or for particular social media. So those need to get made. Sometimes it's just marketing stuff that you need generally for your business. We already talked about the logo. You need to design a logo. You need to make a business card or have a business card made. Maybe you have flyers that you're trying to advertise something locally. Maybe you're doing gift certificates for your site. Maybe you want to do an infographic for a story. Maybe you're trying to do a design for a t-shirt, coupon, labels, presentations. Let's say you're doing a pitch deck and you got to do a presentation for a background. Poster, maybe you're printing a poster for a local business or hanging it up somewhere. So these things come up all the time for marketing in your business. And then, of course, everybody, probably has stuff that they want to do for the director or advertiser to use, like ebooks. Creating images that are ready to go for a lead magnet that you do for an ebook. Maybe you're printing up a certificate for a training and you want to display that. Maybe you're sending out invitations for an in-person event if we ever get back to those, right? Letterhead for your business or a proposal that you're sending out to get somebody to sign up, a brochure. Or even your own resume because, you're trying to still get a job and the directory thing is not full-time for you. So just think about that. You're always doing these images. And so we kind of talked about some of the stuff where you can get the images, kind of resize them and recapture. You want to be able to have a software program as well that can make all that stuff for you. And then the last category here is video, and that's becoming a larger proportion of things on the internet as well. High scale video for Facebook or Twitter or your Instagram video stories, TikTok or anything else like that, or even videos inside of social media are big items now as well. And so do you have something that can do that for you? So in just a second here, I'm going to go over Crello. It's basically an online image software that you can do all of those things that we just mentioned. So what Crello basically is it's an online platform that allows you to do basically what other sources do on the back end, like Adobe Illustrator or some other Photoshop kind of stuff, but it allows you to do it online. It's all a web-based editing thing that does basically one-click editing tools to edit the text size, resize, photo effects, crop, fade, contrast, you name it. You can do everything online. And all you basically have to do, and here's the kind of laundry list of what you do here. You just pick a format. You pick a template, you pick your images, you add your design elements, you can add animations, your own videos, and obviously either pick any of theirs or upload any of your own, and then share or download when you're done. And it's all done online, not instantly, but fairly fast, where you don't have to have any extreme design knowledge, or you don't have to outsource it to other people in order to get to a professional looking format. And so Crello has multiple formats. You can basically choose one of over 50 formats. And we kind of talked about this with Scott the other day. There's certain dimensions for every particular item, and they're all different. Sometimes people don't realize that the Facebook cover photo has a different thing than the YouTube, than Instagram. And they're all different. But this all have the formats baked in here. You don't even have to know what it is. You just pick a format and it auto resizes for each one. And there's over 50 different formats for these particular things. And so here's just some examples that we kind of went over earlier. These are all of the different formats that are in the actual Crello system. And so whichever one you pick is just readily available. So posts and stories, the covers and headers, the ads, the marketing, the documents and letters, all of those things that we went over earlier are all in Crello as a one-click auto start for picking those things. And so as an example, here's just an Instagram, making an engaging Instagram stories. All you have to do is choose the format. You click the Instagram video stories. It's already set up at the proper dimensions. Right now, it's 1080 by 1920. Obviously, if that template changes, they update those for the current templates. And then you just pick a template. Once you pick the size, you pick the template that you like as a baseline format, and then everything in there is totally editable. You customize the background, the animation, the text, elements, colors, the overlays. You can add, subtract. But at least you're starting out from a 70% solution just by 2 clicks of the button, and then you're off to the races after you. Again, you don't have to do that much modification if it's a good template and it kind of matches what Scott mentioned earlier about having the right template. You can just immediately change the text to your percentage off on this example here. 50% off, change the link, maybe the text a little bit, and then download, and it's that simple. And also you can do other items like professional certificates. This one's fairly new, but obviously, say you want to grant an employee the best of the month club certificate, or let's say you have some training and you want to provide everybody with a professional looking certificate with your company logo on there. They have hundreds of certificates that you can use, and that's fairly new. But what Crello does well is it basically has all of those templates already built in. So they have over 25,000, that's right, 25,000 templates that are set up on there for major social media, blogging, and other marketing formats that kind of already have images and photos, videos, and animations built in that you can just get close to what you want and then tweak from there. And it just cuts down probably literally by 80% the time it takes for you to make a good looking graphic and to execute something that you want to post to social media or on your website. And so they do have some free templates on there that you can use just by using the tool for free. And they're labeled as free, and they're a little bit more basic and not as advanced. But then they also do have the pro templates that have better images, more, highly defined segments on there that have animation and video and just are built in to look great. And those are available on the pro version only. That is a paid service, but I do have a good deal for one person today if they do want to buy that Crello at a reduced rate. And so the other thing Crello allows you to do, it allows you to create materials for print. So whether it be posters, or infographics, like a lot larger images, it allows you to do those as well. And it's set up to do that. And not only is it set up for that, that size of imagery, but they also now have it set up for printables as well. So if you're doing a designing with a that needs like a certain bleed size, or any other PDF product there with crop and bleed tick marks and stuff like that for actual professional printing, it also has those workspace settings for those bleed and trim stuff as well. So most of the other ones do not have, is again kind of makes it a universal platform. So once you have that template, now you're going to start overlaying or changing out stuff that you want out of their media library. And so basically they have, like I said, 25,000 templates, but they have over 500,000 photos and premium stuff that you can add to it. So that have like transparencies to it and overlays. So you notice here, that female that's on here, it's just basically an overlay. So if you like the color, you can swap out the person, put a different object on there. And there's over 500,000 images that they have in the system that you can use. And then the other thing that it has, and I thought this was working earlier, but unfortunately, maybe we can see this on the live version when we do the walkthrough. It also has animations in there. So you have over, I think, 25,000 different animation objects, whether it be images, video, or animations on there that basically you can add to the actual image and kind of create a dynamic animated thing that grabs the attention of somebody on social media or on your website. That's just most of the other images programs do not have because it is very dynamic. And let me see if I can play the video here on how that looks. can see how dynamic and pretty cool those animations look, depending on which ones you pick for your ad. If you saw that on the side, vice some other static images, just how much better that would look for your presentation and your images. So for fonts, it also has different fonts. So there's over 250 different fonts you can pick and just dynamically add there again to kind of focus it on your particular niche or genre for your directory. And they have over 50 like total design elements that you can swap out on there, whether it be just the palette, the size, the format, the overlays, the opacity, you name it, you can edit. There's over 50 different edits on there. And so here's just a couple examples there. You can change the colors, the transparency out of the color palettes. You can layer them so it has the multi-variable layers, so you can kind of pull stuff back, push it to the top, or pull it forward, and change exactly where those things are located inside of your actual presentation or the actual image. And then it has the video. We kind of showed you that, but not only does it have the animations, but it has video. So when you're talking about doing ads or other stuff on social media now, you can have that video play as part of that ad, and you can upload your own video as well to customize it, or use the video again within that pro package that just really make your presentations pop that much better. And those videos, I think they have over 50,000 different videos that you can add. And again, you can just search right there. It says 21,000 there, but I think they have 50,000 now. We just add in a type of video you want, and then you can drag and drop it on there. And it's as simple as, again, just searching for that. Choose the format, add in the video, and then, again, you can add other overlays, text, other images, other video on the video. You can kind of do a picture-in-picture if you want, different items, play 2 videos at a time. Basically drag and drop all those different layers on there, just like the other portion we showed earlier. And then finally, you can download or share those, so you can instantly share it to Facebook from the system. You can share a link or embed the actual photo inside of your website or your other platforms. And then you can share a design with other people. And then you can actually send it directly to Facebook Ads Manager as well. And you can use that design for any advertising that you're actually doing directly in Facebook right within the platform. And then finally, they do have a mobile app as well, both on Android and the Apple iStore, or Apple, App Store. Sorry, not iStore, App Store. And I'll be honest, normally I'm not too enthused on mobile apps, but literally you can do everything that you're doing on the website on the app. And so it's almost like a good time saver, because I've made social media post pictures with content from my phone or the web, or just designing it straight from the Crello service, just using the app on my phone. And literally it's just as easy on the phone to develop this image as it is on the actual desktop. They've done a really good job with this, and I don't normally harp apps, but this one actually works really good. And so you can kind of do that on the fly if you're waiting at the doctor's office, or in the car now for them to call you to come into the doctor's office. I think that's how they're all working now. You can spend your time designing some images for your website. So let me do a live demo here. I did not do any live demo here. I just want to kind of show you exactly how this works. Scott, do you want to see any particular thing? I'll make something for you real quick here.
You know what? My brain is half elsewhere, so I don't even know right now.
Let's. I'll make an Instagram post here. How about that?
Go for it.
All right. So that's it. I clicked the Instagram post. I am now getting loaded into my Instagram post. Let's see. Do you have a sale? What are we doing here? You want to, let's see, a launch?
We're charter memberships.
All right. Let's see. Member. This is why you don't. And in fact, these aren't images. These are probably just templates. It's probably not going to. These are all just templates of this specific looks, I guess.
That says Crello, but it looks a lot like Canva. Like all the icons on the left side of the screen are almost identical.
Yeah, it's very similar. So if anybody, I was going to kind of go over that. It's basically the same thing as Canva. This one's a little bit better. It has animations where Canva didn't. Yeah. I think they started adding that in there. This one also has unlimited folders, so you can kind of you can make folders, and I think Crello Canva only has 2. And then I'll be honest, everything else is pretty much the same. I think Canva is a little bit more expensive overall as well if you get the Pro. So anyway, let's say you're doing a design. I'm just going to pick something here. Say free. Let's see if it has a template there. All right. So let's say there's a actually, let's do cars. Let's see what we got here for cars. So let's see, I don't have too many racing stuff here. Let's just do this one. It's kind of got a car. I'm just gonna, again, this isn't a great example. You could probably spend some more time and find something here. But let's say you wanted to have this. They're not getting in the stands now. They're getting on their car. This is where you have to watch the race from. But anyway, as you guys can see, it kind of overlays everything on here. And all you have to do is click on the particular aspect, and then you can change it. So let's say you wanted to flip it. You could flip it horizontally. You could change the transparency. Let's say you wanted a little bit more subdued. You can kind of make that a little bit more transparent to kind of highlight these items. Let's say you didn't want the birds. You could just click it and then delete it. So I'm getting rid of all the birds. Let's say you want to add some objects on there. Let's say some animation. And let's say I want to add an animated bird. I didn't like those other birds. So now we have a bird. And let's say we're going to say you want to do Twitter. That's what we're doing on there. So anyway, you want to pick the element, obviously, that works good for you, but you can kind of highlight that. And looks like that is now on there. And it's just literally drag and drop. You can change the resizing. On the layering, let's say you wanted to bring it forward or backwards. If you want to have it underneath something, you can kind of change the layering. And then you can duplicate objects just by clicking that. Let's say I needed two birds. Now we've got 2 birds on there. Just kind of overlay that on there, and they'll both be flapping their wings when we get done. And then it's just a matter if you want to change best offers to whatever your statement is. You just double click it, and then you can say get in the stands, and then you can highlight the text, change it over here. You can change the font. Let's say that you want the slab 1, and you want to change the color to purple. And you can change the transparency as well. You can also animate in here like we talked about before. So you can have that zoom in. See how that text zooms in? So we set that as a zoom in. And again, you can change all the stuff around, change all the different elements. Now those are set up to do all that animation. So when you're done, all you have to do is click download. And you can download it in the various formats. So PNG, download as a PDF, PDF print that kind of has that outer layer on it, and then transparent. Or if it's a animated GIF, you'll want to download it as that. And then since it also is a movie, you can download it as the actual MP4. And then it just takes a few minutes. It codes it and then instantly downloads it, and then you're ready to go with that particular animated. So here's the little video. See how the little birds are flapping? That zoomed in. But again, you can have different layers. You can have them come in at different times. And again, if you're depending on what animation you have on there, if you're uploading on there, you can have it that continuously animating, and then obviously it'll rotate through on your social media there for whatever particular animation you have. But so that's already just in the 1080 by 1080 Instagram. So pretty easy, obviously, and then you can change text. It has all the different backgrounds. You can do objects too. So let's say you want to do a 50% off badge. You can these are all just drag and drop. Let's say you have a 50% off buy now. You can just drag and drop that right in there. It has a bunch of overlaid stuff together, so you can kind of change each individual element. But now that's on there, and let's say I can't see that, so I need to change it to a different color. You can kind of change the look or format of that, and then change the sizing. Oops, I didn't highlight everything there. I guess I have to reselect all that stuff. So anyway, you guys get the idea. It's all drag and drop there. You can kind of make whatever you want. And, the key there is any template that you pick, it just relays that all those template elements already in there, kind of ones that they've already redone. And then you can just pick or choose your niche, your genre, and then edit the text and or swap out the images. So let's say you liked that look, but you wanted to put an actual race car image there, then you would just delete that image, and then you could upload another image and then resize it and put it right there. But everything else, the color scheme and all the other text, is kind of in the right spot for you.